Hi, J.R. Steele here with a quick announcement. I'm working on another project collaboratively with a group of young podcasters called Metal Steve Productions on a podcast called Station Arcadia. Station Arcadia tells stories from a world where steampunk, dieselpunk, cyberpunk, and solarpunk societies all exist side by side. These stories are told through a radio station on a shifting island, which broadcasts stories from across the land that together tell the story of a revolution and hope in the face of a dying world. The first trailer is currently available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts, as well as on the website, www.stationarcadia.com. Myself and the cast and crew are so excited to share this project with you. Now, without further ado, please enjoy Entry 14, Questions. My name is Quill Taylor, and I have taken it upon myself to record my findings pertaining to the life of a young boy named Anthony Todd.
Oh, hi, Quill.
Hi, how's it going today?
Slow, as usual.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes, but now you're here. Would you like a rundown of the library?
Yeah. Wait, you've never asked that before.
Oh, well, I realized that it's not always useful. Since it's different every day, I assumed you'd want to know how to find things. But on days you just want to browse, it seems kind of annoying, so I'm starting to ask now.
Well, at least when I come in, it's alright if you ramble. I'm sorry for interrupting sometimes. I just had other things on my mind and... Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're actually the only person who really comes in here, so I guess I'll keep telling you then?
Yeah. Wait.
What?
No one ever comes in here.
Not really. It was kind of lonely before you came to town.
Liv, do you ever go out?
What do you mean?
Do you go out of the library, I mean, to get lunch, or... Sorry, this is a silly question, but where do you live?
Well, I live here. This is my home.
You've never left?
Of course I have, just not in a while. I have food here, and I have a place to sleep, so I haven't really needed to go anywhere recently.
Oh.
What about you?
What about me?
Have you explored the town? Seen things? Done things?
Yeah, actually, I've been exploring and writing a lot.
What about?
Mainly non-fiction, but right now I'm actually working on... Well, it's been put to the side for now, but I moved here to work on a romance novel.
Huh. I didn't expect you to be the romantic type.
Oh, believe me, I'm not. But people like it, and I figured I'd try a different genre.
That's so cool. I've worked on a few stories. Nothing big, but I mainly like reading. Of course.
Obviously. Do you like non-fiction?
Sometimes. It really depends. I do tend to like stories of people over things like history books.
But see, history books are stories of people. I've been learning about Thomas Mulgrove, actually.
Oh, he's the founder of the town, right?
Yeah, he is. Was.
Seems boring to me.
Whoa.
You certainly took your time.
I wanted to talk to Liv. Sorry, I've never seen you do that.
It's somewhat unsettling the first time, I'm sure.
It is.
Well, I hope you'll be used to it soon. Shall we get started?
Sure, can I...
By all means.
Alright. This is Quill Taylor recording entry number 14 on my 27th day in Mulgrove. Entry begins. The first thing I wanted to ask, you said something about roles, and Abby mentioned something about titles. You've given me Abby, the nanny, as I did the butler, and you, the host, as well as Liv, the librarian, and London, the protector. But what about Sasha?
What about Sasha?
They have a title too, so what is it? You barely mentioned them at all, and they seem to be important, so I'd like to know more about them. How did they end up in town, and how did they meet the Todds and Eris? They're apparently on my side, but it seems like there's more to them than meets the eye.
You asked a lot in one sentence, but I'll do my best to answer. The simple answer is yes, they are important. Sasha is still a bit of a mystery to me since our relationship is rocky, but here's what I know. They met the Todds almost immediately after coming to town, and I believe came to Moorgrove as Eris was putting up defenses and managed to just about slip in. Sasha was known as the outsider for a long time, but that title has been passed to you somewhat recently. I'm not sure if they received another. As for how they met Eris, it was through Abby, and not a great first meeting. I was not present, but Eris wasn't happy that they'd managed to get into town. He made the most of it, though.
And what's their role in the town? Why did Eris decide to let them stay?
That's a question you should ask Sasha directly.
Fair enough. Next question I had. Abby mentioned something about altering my memory?
Yes, she did, during our meeting. I found it rather amusing that you were listening.
How did you know I was there?
Now, that's a different question than the one you were leaning towards, but if you must know, I am simply more observant than the librarian is, and noticed you didn't walk out after coming in earlier that evening.
Ah, that makes sense.
As for your next question,
What don't I remember? What was changed?
as far as I can tell, your first few meetings with Abby happened quite differently than you think. In regards to anything else, I haven't been with you, nor do I have your old memories. Isander would be the one to ask.
Of course, the one person who has literally never talked to me.
Life is hard sometimes.
I don't need you to tell me that.
We're wasting time.
I think I've got all the answers that I...
Hello, Sasha.
What are you doing?
Just informing our dear friend about what's been going on. You?
I came to visit Liv. I'm a bit surprised to find you here, Quill.
Sorry?
How much have you told them?
Everything I can. There's quite a few gaps where you and Abby have neglected to fill them in.
Okay, the tension in the air is suffocating. Can we just put this away for now? Sasha, you can talk to Liv. I'm done. Calinox, I think I should just try to talk to Abby.
That seems to be the best course of action. Good luck.
Thanks. And thank you for telling me.
Quill, we need to talk right now.
About?
Don't do that.
Look, I'm on your side. What you and Abby are trying to do, I want to help.
That is what I thought you'd say. I knew Abby just explained it wrong the first time. Let's go back to the manor.
Really?
Yes. And... Calinox,
Yes, Sasha?
thank you for telling them.
Sorry?
I said... thank you for telling them. Quill, let's go. And turn that thing off.
Right behind you. The Domestic Life of Anthony Todd is a podcast by J.R. Steele and is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 international license. The writing, theme music, and sound editing were done by J.R. Steele, and the script was edited by River Toepler. Follow J.R. Steele on Twitter at pen_of_Steele, and find The Domestic Life on Instagram at Domestic Life Podcast. Visit the website penofsteel.wixsite.com/domesticlife or join our Discord using the link in the description. Thanks for joining me.